Okay guys, we're joined with PrincessTeePee, aka Alicia. Or is it Alicia? Alicia.
I was wondering.
Alicia. Oh, okay. Well, how are you, Alicia?
I'm really great. How are you?
I'm good. Obviously we've got Joe here as well, and we're just going to ask you some...
Hi, Joe.
Hi,
We're going to ask you some questions about your Kangag life, I suppose, and it's quite a dramatic one, isn't it?
I don't know really. I wouldn't say it's completely dramatic. I think I've had my fair share of up and down times on Engage, but I wouldn't, I have good times there as well. People that have sort of met me in a game or whatever, they think, oh, hang on, you're not what I expected you to be, and I'm like, what were you expecting?
Or people that don't know, what is your real personality like then?
I like to think that I'm a nice person, I can be a really good ally and stuff like that. It's just, I just don't take shit, something's going wrong or whatever, I'll be straight on it, and I feel like that can be a bit of a downfall of mine as well. I can just be really opinionated.
You used to be in the top 20 of the Hall of Fame, didn't you?
Yes.
What do you think about the new batch of people that are in the top 20 at the moment?
It took me about 2 years, I think, to get in there. Obviously, the faster games have a real impact of that. People can get to something black level in a couple of weeks these days, whereas it took me about 9 months, something like that. It's insane. I don't think anything negatively of anyone in there, really. We've all gotten there in our own way. It's a lot of the people in the Hall of Fame, like, people I've never even heard of. I think Deathwish is close to it, and I'm like, he only sort of got big within this kind of year. Bailey as well, and Nick GQ. Who even is that? I don't know.
They're all a lot of new people on there. I guess it is just a past game.
I think there is a difference. I mean, if you think back to the Hall of Fame about 3 years ago, it's people that had a personality. Everyone kind of knew them. You think back to Emily, Alligator, Sarah, Biodor, Baby Damien. I mean, I think he's still there, but everyone kind of knew at least a couple of facts about everyone in the Hall of Fame.
Another thing that you are quite maybe infamously known about is your opinion on shops.
I knew you were going to say that.
Multi-gifting in particular.
I mean, multi-gifting is one of those things. My opinion of it has kind of changed overall. I used to really hate it. People that gifted a lot used to pure hate me. They used to think, oh, stupid opinionated bitch, you don't know what you're talking about, you've never even had a shot, blah blah blah. What only really got me was when people just give the same people over and over, the same 4 or 5 people. It's like, hang on, there's nice designs there. Have someone else, like, newbies can wear them, or people that don't have designs that are that nice. Because I kind of find when the shops are competing, the designs posted, it's all like things that have already been posted a lot. Whereas when it's the easy gifting weeks, the quality of the designs goes up. I'm like, oh hey, that's really nice actually.
If people get their own shops, then they should be able to gift who they want.
I completely agree with that actually. If they've worked hard, they've spammed hard. I wouldn't even spam to get a shop like that. Goes right through me, but they have the absolute right to gift who they like, do what they like with it. And, that was something I didn't get at first, but now I do, and I will admit, I was probably wrong at first with that. But it's just like the whole gifting the same people here and there, like a couple of giveaways, gifting moves, that kind of thing.
Are you pro stealing?
I don't call it stealing. I don't think it's stealing.
What do you call it then?
Be lucky. I like it with people who don't sort of stalk the page. You just literally get that one person who'll get lucky. It's like, hey, I've got this design, yeah. I want to be
that.
To
be fair, that's happened to me before, a long time ago, and you don't necessarily have to be stalking.
Exactly. Like, you could literally just be there at the right time. Like, I've seen a few and I've tried to grab, but I missed. But I have gotten one in my time. It was a few years ago off Gargalove. Sorry, Gargalove. The whole page monitor thing, it just takes away the fun. So I do agree with that. It's not good. If I got a shop, so I've never actually had one. If I got a shop, I do public sales. I just do all public sales. Here, nice designs. Have a grab. Good luck. Get lucky.
Or maybe you should go for one then. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll have a go. I should. Maybe this year.
Is there anyone that you still have drama with, or anyone that you still hold a grudge with for past?
There's like 1 or 2 that I haven't really had the chance to make up with, because that's what I tend to do with my dramas. Like, after a while, when things have peeled over, I'll say, look, sorry about what happened, blah blah, I was in the wrong, and it usually just fixes itself. Probably 1 or 2. Like, I'm yet to make up with Hobnob G Pro, but he started that. And
what happened there?
He was one of those who was sort of pro multi-gifting and pro sort of Hunger Games, and he'd be like, oh, he commented on vlog, he didn't expect me to see it because he didn't tag me, but he was like, oh, in before Little Miss Annoying, PrincessTeePee says, it's not stealing. Who the fuck do you think you are?
One of our topics this week on the show is going to be about gender fakers. I was wondering if there's anybody on the website that you think might be a gender faker that just haven't come out yet.
I'll probably say Lexi Bear. I used to think every female avatar was a girl, girl, I'm sure everyone did. You kind of, when you have a bit of time on the site, you think, I don't know if you're a girl yet. Everyone's a man until proven female.
Yeah, that's literally the thing.
I always sort of wonder why they do it instead of just coming on the site as a man or as a girl. Well, as the gender they are, basically. And just, be real. I don't really like fakeness in general.
What do you think about the gender fakers who end up dating other Tangagers whilst pretending to be a girl?
Has that ever happened?
It has happened.
It has happened, yeah.
It's so far-fetched. Who's done that?
Didn't Cornelia do it with Evil Junior?
Awkward. I think that there might have been something going on there. I mean, I've heard both sides of the story, but there's definitely been a few other ones that I've heard of as well.
I like to think that I'm quite real on the website and people can take me or leave me, whichever. But as long as I'm being pretty much myself, I don't see that as a huge problem.
There's quite a few personalities that you see on the blogs page, and they're like trolls, and they're known for being trolls, and they try and get under people's skin,
Unless they bother me, I just tend to ignore them. Like people like Unco maybe, or Evil Genius, who try and really raise, attention. I just try and ignore them, really. Like me and Unco have had ups and downs, but I just see him, he is just a troll. That's who you probably just take him, so. Unless they're like targeting me in any way, I just think, ugh, you're boring.
What happened with you and Unco?
That's the thing, really. Nothing bad has really happened between us. We just don't agree on certain things, and he can be a bit of an arse to me, or just in general. So I made a throwaway comment to him, like it wasn't even meant to say anything bad, but he went against someone in one of my friends in Hunger Games, screwed him over in a what they call XP circle, and I was like, hey, what'd you do that for? And he was like, you got really pissed, like, oh, just got screwed over your friend Vindaloo, oh my god, like I was like, oh, calm down, I was just angry. If anything, I just kind of wonder why they need so much attention on the website, like why they go out of their way to troll, whereas they can just be calm and whatever.
Well, thank you for being on our show, and thank you for keeping it real as always.
No worries. It's been really fun, thank you. Hey, Tengage, this is Alicia aka PrincessTeePee, and you're listening to Tengage Radio. Oh yeah.